Hello family, how are you? Hope you're doing well. It's your girl Roina here. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much and may God bless you. My new subscribers, welcome and feel at home. Today I'm back with another new topic that I want us to talk about. I just want us to talk about things you should do to your chicken or in your poultry farm to double your productivity both on eggs and meat. And so I just want to highlight the parameters or categories that you're going to discuss today. So one, we are going to talk about feeds. Two, we'll talk about water. Three, we'll talk about housing. Four, we'll talk about health and environment. So let's go straight to our point number one, which is feeds. As we all know, feed is the main foundation of poultry or chicken. Even in people, you have to feed well for you to retain the muscles. So for chicken, for good health, good production of eggs and good production of meat, they will all need three nutrients. And for nutrient number one, we'll need energy, which takes 50 to 60%. And as we all know, energy helps in growth, body heat, it helps in movement, and we get energy from maize, sorghum, cassava, sweet potato beans. So something you should not make sure in your feeds, you have 50 to 60% of energy producing substances or foods. Let's go to nutrient number three, proteins. Proteins are very essential for your chicken, and proteins take 16 to 20% of your feeds. And as we all know, proteins are good for muscles, especially if you're rearing this chicken for meat. You will need proteins for the muscles. Chickens are also good. Proteins are also good for egg production. You give them enough proteins, they will reward you by giving you enough eggs. Point number three, they are good for feathers. You see those chicken you get in the market that they have lost a lot of feathers. It means they are not being fed well. They are not getting enough protein. So for you to get healthy chicken, make sure you give them enough proteins, which is 16 to 22%. And we'll get our proteins from soya, sunflower, flax, omena, termites, azolla, and moringa. So make sure when you formulating your feeds, you have carbohydrates, that is energy giving foods. You have proteins, which are good for muscle, eggs, feather. Yeah, another thing that you should not miss when you are formulating your feeds, it's vitamins and minerals. As we also know, vitamin and minerals are good for eggshells, so that if you give them enough minerals and vitamins, you'll not get eggs with weak shells. Also, minerals, they are good immune boosters, and they are also good for bones. And we get minerals from greens. Greens are weeds, black jags, managu, kunde, marathas, We can get them from lime or bone meals. Also, we can get them from salt. Yeah, we are done with the number one category, which is feeds. Let's get to category number two. We have water. You should always ensure that your birds have enough
Oh, sawa
clean
sawa.
water 24/7. And a chick
Oh,
drinks two
so let me
times.
send him, eh?
Drinks two times what
Yes,
they
alafu
eat.
yeyote
So for
ikikwisha,
every 1 liter,
kindly let me know.
1 liter for every five
Yes,
birds
ikiisha
per day.
kindly
Also, you
let
can
me
add
know.
garlic plus lemon
Noted.
once a week too.
Yes.
That is to
Kidogo
naturally
tunakupigia.
boost their immunity. Another thing you should not
Twende twende
is you
tuchukue.
should always every day at least to boost your productivity. Something that I had forgotten to tell you. Add 5 to 10% fresh greens daily in your feeds. This one is for more eggs and healthier birds. Category number three, we have housing and environment. Housing is very key when it comes to poultry farming. Before even you think of starting a poultry farm, first of all, you should make sure you have a good and well ventilated chicken coop. Because if you mess putting them in a poorly ventilated area, you're likely to lose them from ammonia, and your birds are likely to get sick now and again. So spacing 1 square feet per chick, and that is and 2 to 3 feet square per feet for every grown bird. Ventilation, you should ensure that your room is well ventilated for fresh air, but you should not allow you should not allow direct wind into your chicken coop. Lighting is also very essential for your poultry farming. So your layers needs 14 to 16 hours of light to lay well. Another point to note, a very, very, very essential point that you should not forget, it's about cleanliness. Your chicken coop should always be clean. Ensure that the beddings are dry, because if you allow them to sleep on a wet floor, you are likely to lose your birds due to diseases. Yes, and you're likely to have poor growth. So you should make sure that the the room is cleaned. You can change the sawdust. If you're using sawdust, ensure that there's no water on the floor, and make sure that you change them maybe every week. Ensure that their feeders and drinkers are cleaned on daily basis. And another thing, you should have nest boxes for layers, for more eggs, and to reduce on the breakages. Our category number four, it's health and management. And health is very essential for productivity, both eggs and meat. If your chickens are not healthy, you're likely to get fewer eggs. You're likely to get a lot of losses because they will die. And also meat growth will be retarded, and also their meat won't be health enough for consumption. So, for health and management, ensure that your chicken are fully vaccinated. That is, you follow a vaccination schedule strictly. so that you should ensure that your birds are vaccinated against gumboro, Newcastle, typhoid, and coccidiosis. Coccidiosis. Yeah. Another point to note under health is you deworm your birds every 2 to 3 months. Like for us, we always ensure that we deworm our birds after every 2 months, and you can just use these natural remedies. Like for us, we just use pawpaw seeds and pawpaw leaves. You just crush them, put it in water, and allow the chicken to drink. You can also use garlic, lemon. That is what we do most of the time. You can also use charcoal. You just take the charcoal dust, put it in water, and allow your chicken to drink. It's another good dewormer. So mostly for us, we go natural way of deworming our birds. So we do purple, garlic, charcoal water, and aloe vera. We also add lemon mostly to boost their immunity. And there's another thing we do. Anytime we notice any sick bird among our flock, we just separate them and take them to a sick bay. We have a sick bay or an isolation room. This helps in disease disease prevention, because if you leave the sick birds to stay with the healthier one, they are likely to infect the others, so you are likely to lose a big number of your flock. So ensure you practice culling, which is you remove weak sick birds early so they don't drag others down. You should have an isolation room. It's very important to have an isolation room where you will take the sick birds there, you treat them from that isolation room, and you bring them back after they are healed or they are gotten well. Another important thing to note is you should always keep records. It's very essential and very crucial, because there is no way you can improve on something that you don't measure. Like for example, you brought in 50 birds, new birds. If you don't record, definitely you won't be able to know how many birds you are having in your farm. So for us, every time we bring in we bring in other birds, we always record down. Like for example, today we brought sasso. How many sasso have we brought? We record them. Today we brought carro. How many carros did we bring? We'll record them down. This will help us to keep our records, so that to keep us in check. We'll know how many colors do we have. It helps us to know how many pure kienyeji we have, how many improved kienyeji we have. Another
Ujuzi zote
thing to
ndani.
note about record keeping, anytime you lose a bird, you should be able to document when it died. Sometimes we record the signs and symptoms, so that anytime we note that symptom, we'll know, oh, these symptoms made us lose this number of birds, so that we can act faster and prevent it helps us to prevent losing a lot of birds. Another thing, another record we keep is we track our feeds. This chicken can eat. If you don't keep your records, you'll just be using a lot of money. Your input will be higher than the output. So if you keep your records on feeds, you'll be able to monitor how much money did I spend before and how much profit have I gotten. Yeah. And then you should keep records on the number of eggs you get every day, so that you can calculate if you're having an 100% egg production or you're having a lesser percentage, so that you can know why am I having lesser eggs, and you improve on that for 100% production. Yeah, so we have common mistakes that kill growth: inconsistent feeding. Sometimes you can, if you don't have a consistent timetable of feeding your birds, you are likely to get lost in egg production. Also, the also growth will be slow. Hence, using a lot of money on production rather than profit. The thing, you should ensure that the products you're using to make your feeds are free from aflatoxins, and also ensure that you have enough space for your birds, because if you rear them in a small space, you are likely to cause stress and diseases, poor egg production, and poor meat and slower growth. So guys, if you follow the above things that we've discussed, you're likely to get maximum profits, maximum eggs, and good quality meat from your farm. So continue following my channel for more educative videos. You can tell me what to discuss next. Bye. See you.